Alright, y'all. I'm a former advocate for the use of marijuana. So, I felt like God led me to, talk to y'all a little bit about that and what it might do to you. First, it says in the Bible to obey the law of the land, and marijuana is illegal, plain and simple. Yes, some states have legalized it, but mari- marijuana is a federal law, so technically the states have no right to actually legalize it. What they're saying by legalizing it is that police are not to enforce the federal law, that it's illegal. So, it's pretty much it. It's basically saying they're telling their officials that are supposed to be enforcing the law that they're not going to enforce that one. Okay. With that kind of thinking, you could pretty much make anything legal. Any state could choose to legalize anything. They could they could legalize murder, for example. Um, I don't think anybody would actually do this, but they could, and they could say like you can murder someone if you have just cause, which then would lead to murder itself being legal altogether. People say that's far out, but when medical marijuana first came to play, people said that was far out, and then it was officially legalized for medical use. They said it would never be legalized for recreational use. Now it is, and they say it's because it's a harmless drug, and it doesn't make sense to waste taxpayers' money to keep people locked up that are just trying to catch a quick buzz. Um, I can tell you from personal experience that marijuana is not harmless. I'm gonna tell you, few years back, I'll admit I wasn't in the best shape of my life when I started working out, but I was heading in the right direction to be in the best shape of my life. I was going to the gym every day and working out from like 8 o'clock in the morning till 4 in the afternoon when I had to be at work. If I didn't have to be at work, I'd work from 8 o'clock in the morning till when my dad came and got me. I was lifting weights, running on the treadmill, doing everything to get my body in the perfect condition because I had this crazy idea that I was going to get into the police academy, which now seems kind of far out because you have to have a driver's license to get into the police academy, which I've accepted as some I'll never have, but still, I was working towards a goal. And even if I couldn't have had the police academy thing, there's a lot of things I could have done if I had gotten my body in the perfect condition like I wanted to do. Yeah, but I let that old serpent tempt me into smoking marijuana. And I'll tell you what marijuana did to me. At first, it was just a way for me to sleep at night because I suffer from real bad insomnia. And then I was encouraged to try to stay awake while high because I would enjoy it. At first, I thought the guy that told me this was crazy because I didn't enjoy feeling absolutely useless at all. But then, as I kept using it, I was able to function while on it, but I lost all my drive to want to succeed in life. I just wanted to do the minimum that I had to do to sustain my lifestyle. And those that have used marijuana know that marijuana causes you to overeat, and I gained all of the weight that I had lost working out, plus an extra 50 pounds in just 3 months. And yeah, but somehow I was blind to it at the time. But now I'm ready to admit that marijuana destroyed me. And when you smoke marijuana, if if you're lucky enough and you use it and what happened to me doesn't happen to you, more power to you. But you're still defiling the temple of God, which is a sin because marijuana destroys brain cells. They'll tell you it grows them. In some ways, that may be true. Because if you when you use it, things that didn't make sense to you before start making more sense to you while you're using it. But once you stop using it, say you hit a bad financial situation and you can't afford it anymore, you'll feel like the stupidest person in the world. You won't be able to comprehend anything. As I tell you, I used to be an avid video gamer. I could uh I could just read the directions and follow every step to defeat the game. But now, my old favorites I could do, but the newer ones I just can't pick up on them anymore. I wish I could, because Skyrim's supposed to be one of the best games available, but I never could get it. I couldn't read the map or anything. I had to watch YouTube videos on how to play the game, which at first it was cool, then it just seemed stupid because you're not playing the game your way. You're playing it someone else's way, and that's not the purpose of a game. The purpose of a game is to have fun and learn how to beat it on your own. But because I smoked marijuana, I can't pick up on how to play the new games now. And yeah, pretty much it. The argument I've heard about from Christian advocates for the drug is that in Genesis, God says that He gave Adam and Eve every seed bearing herb and tree to use for eating. Yeah, well, most people smoke marijuana, so you're not using it for eating, then you're not using it for what it was intended for. I've heard it's good for making rope. I haven't tried it, but I think that's what marijuana was originally intended for, was to make rope, not for recreational use. And it also says in the Bible not to do anything that causes you to be intoxicated, and marijuana intoxicates you. So there you have it. The source I got some of the information from was a little off, so I don't I don't know how trusted it can be as far as Bible what it says in the Bible, because it said that there's no there's no reference to anybody smoking in the Bible. I can't say if anybody smoked back then, but there was one reference to cigars in the Bible that when God appeared, it looked the disciples said that the clouds that he was coming from were shaped like cigars. So that's one reference to smoking, because if it talks about cigars, then what do you do with the cigar? You smoke it. It's pretty much all I have to talk about. I hope this is helpful, and drop me a comment if you have any questions. I'll do my best to answer. I admit I'm not the most spiritually in tuned. I'm just now I've known I've known some of the stuff I talk about in my videos for a while, but I'm nowhere near where I need to be spiritually. And I admit that because I've been chasing the dream all my life. Ever since I was a kid, I told my dad I'd be a millionaire one day, but that's not God's plan for me. So it's not going to happen, and I accept it. If you have a plan for your life and it's not working, I encourage you to accept that it's not God's plan for you. And God bless. Peace be with you. And may you find God's true plan for you in your life. God bless again. Have a good night or morning, wherever it is where you are.